Next poems, a lot of them have to do with bodies, and the first one is the weight of the bodies. That again, I come from Argentina, and so that's Raquel, and we went through a very difficult time, but not only in Argentina, in many places of the world, many times. So obviously, bodies are more than what we call it, the material. Is the soul and is everything. So Yvette will read The Weight of the Bodies.
The Weight of the Bodies. This poem begins with an epigraph from Vicente Huidobro. In the depth of the tombs, in the depth of the seas, in the depth of the rustling winds. The weight of the bodies. The sentence of a body transcends the god's apathy. Docile bodies before the fury of waves, stubborn bodies at death and resurrection, and later luminosity. Bodies that are trees, wide seas, damp earth, clamor and absence, that charge into the wind and cry and demand a million times the way back because they never lose their memory. Spirit bodies that rise to defy death like an ever-vigilant light. We give the bodies their wings.
El peso de los cuerpos, al fondo de las tumbas, al fondo de los mares, al fondo del murmullo de los vientos. Vicente Huidobro. La sentencia de un cuerpo vence la apatía de los dioses, cuerpos dóciles ante la furia de las ondas, cuerpos aferrados al morir y resucitar y ser luego luminosos, cuerpos que son árboles, que son mares, que son tierra humedecida, que son clamor y ausencia, que avanzan en el viento y lloran y reclaman millones de veces el camino de vuelta, porque nunca pierden la memoria. Cuerpos espíritus que se elevan desafiando a la muerte como una lumbre sin tregua. Nosotros les damos a los cuerpos sus alas. The next poem, is filtered here because usually Yvette censors my triple X poems, my erotic poems. So, but because she said that she turns really red when she reads them. So anyway, talking about bodies, I used to, like that poem is from the poem that we read about 10 years ago. And so finally, I said, maybe we should write love poems rather than war poems. So instead of saying that, I came to the US when the slogan was "Make love, not war," in 1967. So anyways, this poem is called The Poem Bodies Make.
This poem is translated not by me, but by Naomi Ayala, a very, very fine poet here in the DC area. The poem Bodies Make. Behold the poem made by the bodies of gods who love one another, how they fit together and become whole in their secret recesses, the sensual possession of a divine garden. Behold its clear, firm curves, soft masterpieces inhabited by fire. See the lovers' intertwined legs, their arms enclosing the loving sphere. Hear how they crash with the breath of waves, heart open, light infusing them. A giddiness singing into heartbeats, the sky brushing, volcanoes of sweet sweat, above and below mountains. Behold the figure of its endless lines, the bloodstone, black sun, the silken passages, one skin. Come through this poem with its language of touch. In the bare light of night, stroke the soul behind the eyes, delight in the ultimate taste of ripe fruit, and return again and again, wrapped with love's force, thirst and hunger, with rain, wind, flowers of sunlight, with the scent of syllables, to its beauty, the very poem bodies make.
El poema de los cuerpos. Ved el poema de los cuerpos, de los dioses que se aman, cómo se encajan y completan en sus recodos secretos la posesión carnal de un jardín divino. Miradlo en sus curvas nítidas y firmes, suaves obras maestras habitadas en fuego. Ved las piernas entrelazadas de amantes, sus brazos encerrando la cariñosa esfera. Oíd cómo se gozan, se golpean con ruidos de olas, el corazón abierto y la vida que los penetra. Un todo de ser vertiginoso canta latidos, roce de cielos, volcanes de sudores dulces, arriba y abajo de los montes. Ved el esbozo de multitud en sus líneas, la piedra de sangre, el sol negro, los pasillos de seda, pieles unísonas. Recorred el poema con el lenguaje del tacto en la luz desnuda de la noche. Acariciar el alma detrás de los ojos. Gozar el gusto supremo de frutas maduras y volver una y otra vez ensimismados con la fuerza del amor, con sed, con hambre, lluvia y flores de sol y vientos, con perfumes de sílaba a su belleza, al exacto poema de los cuerpos.
Wow.